Hello, my name is Dr. Jennifer Roberts and I am the course convener for the PGCE in English here at Queen's University Belfast. Thank you for clicking on and watching this video. I am really excited to share with you some of the things that we do on the PGCE English, some of the things that you might want to think about when you're applying and moving through the application process. So one of the questions that I get asked all the time is around kind of entry requirements and relevant degrees. So if you go to our PGC course finder, you can see that there's lots of information there about application processes. What I ask for is that we have at least a 2-2 honours degree or equivalent qualification where at least half of the content is in English, English literature or a cognate subject. And that cognate subject might be around journalism, media or drama. What's really important here is around that 50%. So we ask at least 50% be what we're calling kind of this notion of English literature or cognate subjects. So we might not necessarily take kind of a spoken word module, but a module that's looking at text or looking at media or looking at kind of a variety of ways we communicate may be something that we can count. At the time of application, we also require that you have GCSE Maths and GCSE English Language. Another question that I get asked all of the time is around how we can prepare. And I kind of say that we have kind of 3 key things that I like to see when you're thinking about your application form, but also thinking about interview. So great if you can have some hands-on experience. So that might be working with schools, youth groups, but definitely working with young people, thinking about how they interact with people, so thinking about their experiences. Beginning to think about your own personal views and read. I expect students who are coming on the course to have a sound knowledge of some of the popular texts studied in schools. So that might be Shakespeare, it might be Patrick Ness, it might be The Boy in the Striped Pyjamas, a good kind of working knowledge of some of those texts. I'd like to see kind of a sound knowledge of young adult fiction more generally, kind of the trends and some of the things that children and young people are reading today. But I think it's also important to prepare and to think, why are we teaching young people? What should we be teaching young people? What is important in terms of language and literacy to include? Thinking then moving forward to interview. So during the interview, it is very nerve-wracking. People often, have are nervous. I would say that you should be confident. Think about all of the things that you can bring to the teaching profession. Why would you be a good teacher? And to do that, you might want to reflect on your own experiences. When have you experienced something like this in the past? What are you drawing on to make your decisions here? Take your time, ask questions to be repeated if you need them to be. But again, one of the other crucial things here is to practice your interview skills, making sure that you have, confidence that you're speaking slowly, you're speaking clearly, and you're taking time to kind of put together a rounded view of your thoughts and your opinions. On the course, you have a variety of inputs from teachers, inspectors, Sia, myself, and we have a really kind of broad course that thinks about teaching English language, English literature, and drama. We have a variety of activities. We do lots and lots of different things. If you're thinking about applying for the course and you would like to talk to some more general information, I've left the PGC admissions email address here. If you would like to talk to me about some more specific information around the course, some of the content we cover, or your own kind of degrees and experience, my information is also here. So it's j.roberts@qub.ac.uk. Thank you.